Hey guys. So today we're going to start a brand new skill and we're going to talk about telling time. Now in kindergarten you may have seen a clock that looked very similar to this. That's because all clocks have two hands. You heard me, they have hands, just like we do, except their hands are actually just bars inside there that move. We call them clock hands because they help point to the time. Did you hear that? Because hands point. So there's two hands on a clock. Can you see them? Go ahead and use your hands to point to the two hands of the clock. Right here. Here's one and here's the other. And both of them have their own name. The shorter one is called the hour hand. Say that. And the longer one is called the minute hand. So our short one, the hour hand, is the one that we read first, okay? Now, I like to think of that as it's the shorthand, and when you take a picture, you have to put the short people first. So we always read the shorthand first. Say that with me. I read the shorthand first. So then we read the minute hand. Now, both of these hands give us different information. Every day, we have 24 hours in the day, and this little hour hand tells us at what hour we're at. So you may have heard your mom say things like, oh, at 3 o'clock you have a doctor's appointment. Well, that means that in the third hour, you have a doctor's appointment. So if you look at this, look at the numbers. If we took this, broke it apart, and straightened it out, what does it kind of look like to you? It kind of looks just like a number sentence, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But Miss Ford, you told me there were 24 hours. Well, there really are. But once we get to 12, we start over and we count again. So 12 plus 12 is 24. That way our clock doesn't have to be really, really big. So this is what we would call an analog clock. Now, we read the hour hand first, right? So if we read the hour hand first, all we're doing is reading what number it's pointing to. What number is it pointing to? 3 o'clock, right? It's pointing to 3. Now, our minute hand right now, we are only going to worry about what happens if the minute hand is pointing to 12. So when it points to that 12, we say that it's on the hour. See? See how there's 2 zeros up here? Well, the minute hand has its own part of time to tell us too, but right now it's telling us that no minutes have passed since it became the third hour. So we call this on the hour, we call it o'clock. All right? So everybody say that, o'clock. So if we read the hour hand first, we say it's 3 o'clock because it's straight up pointing to the 12. So whatever the little hand is pointing to, it becomes that o'clock. So I'll show you. We can move this to, see how that minute hand moves? We can point it to 6. So the little hand is pointing to 6. The big hand is pointing to 12. So we read the little hand first, 6. And what do we call it when it's straight up like that? O'clock. Let's try another one. What about, this is a good one. It's pointing to 11. And the long hand is pointing to 12. So what's the time? 11 o'clock. That's pretty easy, right? Whatever the hour hand is pointing to, if the minute hand is pointing to the top, that makes it o'clock, right? It means that it is the 11th hour with no minutes that have gone by. And that's what o'clock means. It just means that it is right on, no minutes have passed. Okay? Now, there are other forms of time. When we move our minute hand, our hour hand, our minute hand has to move too, okay? Or it wouldn't work. So right here in the middle, it has the digital time. It says 1:21. Do you see these little dots in the middle? That separates the hour and the minute, just like the hour and minute hand. So this is how many hours have passed, and this is how many minutes have passed. So look right here. It's pointing past 1, so it's already hit 1, and it's a little past the 2. So that just tells us that it's 1:21, and we're going to talk more about that later on. But today, all I need you to know is which one is the hour hand, which one is the minute hand, and what happens if the minute hand is pointing straight up. Like, let's go real slow. That. Right? What is this time? 3 o'clock. Now you've got some practice. You're going to go on to a Google Slides and work on this. Just telling time to the hour. So you've got 2 jobs. You're going to set up a clock. That means that you're going to actually put in all of these numbers in the way that they go. So watch, it starts with 12 at the top, and then it goes to 1 because it starts over, right? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to put it in order just like you would a number line. So you've got that to do, and then you're going to practice telling time to the hour today. All right? I'm really excited for you guys to learn how to tell time on the analog clock. We'll see you later, okay? Bye.